What's up, everybody? This is Investing Sensei here to bring you another episode in the series of how many shares of a certain company do you need to own to make $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and even $100 a week. So these videos are definitely fun to record. We go over the companies that you guys give me in this list or that you have mentioned in the past. But anyways, in this episode, we will be going over WP Carey, which is the next one on the list. If there's one you want me to cover that I haven't covered in the past or you don't see on the list, let me know. I'll be happy to add it to the list. But we will be going over to Seeking Alpha, going over, pulling up the calculator, crunching some numbers, and also looking at dividend yield. So that'll be definitely fun. So let's go ahead and pull up WP Carey. So ticker symbol is WPC. WP Carey Inc. Currently trading about $80.45. If we pull up a little bit about the company profile, we'll read about them. So WP Carey ranks among the largest net lease REITs with an enterprise value of approximately $18 billion in its diversified portfolio of operational critical commercial real estate that includes 1,215 net lease properties covering approximately 142 million square feet as of September 30th, 2020. For nearly 5 decades, the company has invested in high-quality single-tenant industrial, warehouse, office, retail, and self-storage properties subject to long-term net lease with built-in rent escalators. Pretty cool there, guys. So if we look, they're actually in the real estate sector. They're a REIT. I guess industry is diversified REITs here. Employees showing up as 183 employees, and they were founded in 1973, quite a long time ago. If you do want to read a little bit more about them or look at the investor relationships site, you can look at wpcarey.com. But if we pull up here, guys, a little bit about them, I guess the charts, we can kind of look over at the year to date, how they've been performing. They're actually down 1% overall for the year to date. If we look at the 1 year, they're actually up 1.87%. 5 years, they've been up 13.86%. And then on the 10-year, they're up 56.49%. And then on the total, since they've been publicly traded, they've actually been up 283.97%. This should not include the dividends that they do pay out. If we look at the 52-week range, you'll see that they've traded a low of $67.77 and a high of 89.63%. I guess $89.63. And then you'll see that they're kind of towards the higher end of the 52-week range. They're almost in the center, but leaning more towards the higher end. If we look at the FFO, it's 5.06. PFFO is 15.88, and then dividend rate is $4.26. We look at the yield is 5.30%, and then market cap is a 16.74 billion market cap REIT here. If we look at the dividend scorecard, you'll see again that these are in the real estate sector. If I pull up the dividend summary, you'll see that the dividend yield is 5.30%. Annual payout is $4.26. So for each share that you do own of this company, you would get an annual payout of $4.26. Payout ratio 167.94%. 5-year CAGR is 1.18%. Very, very low 5-year CAGR. But again, they are REITs. And then on the dividend growth, it's 8 years. Again, Seeking Alpha has been known to have this incorrectly sometimes. Frequency, they do pay out every single quarter, and every quarter you would get $1.07 from this REIT. But let's go ahead and pull up the calculator, guys, and we can start crunching some numbers. We'll see how much we actually need. So the first one we want to do is find out how much of this company do we need to own to make $1,000 a month? That would be pretty awesome. So we want to make $1,000 a month. There's 12 months in a year, so you can multiply that. So for the annual amount that we need to make is $12,000. You're actually going to take that and divide it by the annual payout, which is right here, so $4.26. This will actually give you the total number of shares that you need to own to make this $12,000 annually. Then you can actually multiply the shares times the current share price, and that would actually give you the total amount you need to have invested right now, $226,000, right around amount. And if you've actually been investing for the long term and been reinvesting those dividends, you would actually require a lot less capital. But a quick way to calculate this, guys, is you take the $12,000 you need to make annually, you divide it by the dividend yield, which is this, and you'll see we roughly get around $226,000. So that is $1,000 a month. Let's see how much you need to make $100 a month. You could actually take the previous answer and divide it by 10 and you would get that, but we're just going to crunch some numbers so you guys can see the math here. So $100 is what we're going to make every single month, 12 months in a year. Again, $1,200 is what we want to make, or what we need to make annually. You're going to divide this by the annual payout again, $4.26, and this will give you the total number of shares, so 281 shares. Then you multiply it times the current share price, which will give you roughly around $22,000, almost $23,000, and then you'd be roughly making about $100 every single month. Again, they do pay out quarterly, so you would get paid $300 every single quarter, which would actually average out about $100 a month. But if we look, quick way to calculate this is 1,200 divided by the dividend yield here, and you'll see we roughly get about almost $23,000 here. So the last one here, guys, is $100 every single week. I think this one would be very nice. Imagine every single week you have $100 passively. You could either reinvest, or you could use to you know, splurge or buy your essentials that you need. So $100 times we gotta do 52, because there's 52 weeks in a year. So annually we need to make $5,200. You're gonna divide that by the annual payout again, guys, $4.26, which roughly gives you about 1,220 shares that we need to own of this company. Multiply it times the share price, and it's gonna give you roughly around $98,000 that you need to have invested in this company, and you would be roughly making about $100 a week. Again, quick way to calculate this is 5,200 divided by the dividend yield, and then you'll see we get roughly around $98,000. So pretty awesome there, guys. Let me know if you guys are invested in this company, and as well, while you're down there, make sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification. We're trying to get to 9,000 subscribers, so definitely help me out as well. Drop a big thumbs up on the video, definitely would appreciate it. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video by going over the dividend yield. So you'll see this is actually the dividend yield. You'll see it's fluctuating. This fluctuates depending on the share price of the company. So if the price of the company goes down, usually the dividend yield will go up. If the price of the company goes up, the dividend yield will go down. This also includes dividend raises, but you'll see around 2020 this actually spiked up to almost 9%, but it's been fluctuating, trading around 6% dividend yield in 2019. Then it went down to about 4%, and then it's been trading around 6 to 5% mostly of 2022, and we'll see what happens with this one. I'm not invested in it. Let me know again if you are. And yeah, this is actually all I have for you guys in this video. I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.